Okay, the reason I did that is because sometimes it freezes up when it gets into like the 7-minute mark. I got to get a better one, okay? Again, because if it freezes up, then I lose everything I did. I have to start all over, and that sucks, okay? Factoring. How many terms you get? By the way, I don't need the two answers for X. You can find them if you want. You're wasting your time. Okay, so that's two terms, so I'm going to do the GCF and see if, and then I'm going to see if I have a difference of perfect squares. Okay. Okay, so GCF. First off, we don't have a negative lead. We have X on both of them, so X. Now let's look at 3 and 15. Pretty sure you can divide those both by 3. Okay, so 3x, and then I go divide by 3x. That's going to be 1. Stop leaving that x squared. X squared divided by x takes it down 1, so it's x. Minus 5, again, don't put the x, those cancel. Is that adopts? Well, you have a minus, but when you don't see the second power with the x, there's no chance that that's adopts. So there's my answer, 3x times 1x minus 5. Okay, next problem. Another two-termer, so the GCF, and then I want to see if I have a difference of. Some of you kind of irritated me on the last test the way you're doing this. Dude, you're not solving. You need to factor it. I don't want to see any square roots or any of that nonsense, okay? Negative. Do you have x on both? No. You can divide those by 3, both of them, but just negative 3, not negative 3x this time. So it's going to become 1x squared, and that's going to be, or I'm just going to put x squared if it's a 1, and then minus 25. Okay, now I need to see if that's adopts. Well, we got all the traits. We got minus, that's x times x, and that's 5 times 5. So you bet it is x plus 5, x minus 5. And then you're supposed to carry the negative 3 down. I'm not really going to dock you if you don't. Okay, because that is part of the factorization. Okay, next problem. Again, now it's 3 terms, so now we're doing the GCF, and then my old buddy, the T-chart. You don't need to use the songs, because otherwise it's not a factoring problem if you have to go to the song. You shouldn't go to that on these ones. GCF, negative in front, no. X and everything, no. Ones are smallest, so forget it. Okay. Don't be afraid to cross a box out. So 1 times 40 is 40. That's positive. So I'm going to be searching for a sum of 14. It's not 1 and 40, that's 41. 2 and 20. 3 is a decimal, 4 and 10. There's 14. Is A 1? Yes. Okay. Right, yes, because then means I just need to do this, because x, I don't need to lead with a coefficient because it's just 1. And then 4 and 10. Now, some of you need to get your crap in order with the signs. Dude, this is minus 14. That's a minus, so you got to have more minus. And then a sum means those signs have to be the same, okay? That's the only way that's going to multiply out to this is if you put the signs right. That right there tells you what the sign is on the bigger number, and then if I was finding a sum, I make them the same. Okay, next one, GCFT again, okay. GCF, negative in front, no. X on everything, no. 5, you got 1 and 5. You can't divide all those by 5, so forget it. A, B, C. 5 times 7 is positive 35. Searching for a sum that would equal 12. 1 and 35, no. 2 is a decimal, 3, 4, and then 5 and 7. Yep. Okay, is A equal to 1 here? No. Okay, so A is not equal to 1. That means we got to do slightly more work, although not a lot more. You need to lead off with the 5 in each parentheses because that is our A. Okay, that gets split into X and X. Okay, and then 5 and 7. So what's my 12? It's plus. So 7's got to be plus. Okay? And then sum the same sign, so that's plus. Now you need to divide those by 5. When you do, it's 1x plus 1. Now what I see a lot of people doing is they'll divide by 5, then they'll put 5 down here. No, okay? No, you're not. It's not a GCF that you pull out, okay? It's you trying to make it so that it matches the top, okay? That 5 doesn't go anywhere. You get rid of it completely. So 1x plus 1 times 5x plus 7. Again, you got to stop doing that, because if that continues to be a problem, I'm going to make you guys do trial and error. You don't want that, because if you're not understanding it, we're going to have to try a new method. Okay, I'm going to shut off. That's factoring. Then we'll go solve some